Okay, thank you, Mounir, for the interview right now. There is a lot of things happening in Paris and France that I am really excited with this event. So can you introduce Paraswap for the people who doesn't know about Paraswap for our community?
Yeah, so Paraswap is a decentralized exchange aggregator, or how we'd like to see it, as a liquidity aggregator on the Ethereum blockchain. It allows users to get the best prices and the best liquidity for ERC20, ETH, and lending protocol tokens.
So right now, you are probably one of the leaders of the aggregators. People is getting used to use aggregators, I think, right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what are the numbers, how do you see the environment? Because for me, for the environment, people is becoming to use your interface.
Yeah, aggregators grew a lot, especially in Q4 2019, and continue to grow. I think we are like 20% of the DEX volume is made through aggregators. And I guess this will tend to grow because it's, I think, more rational to use an aggregator because you're always having access to all the DEX market and you're getting the best prices, and also making some illiquid assets liquid, but just taking some small part of each one. So I would guess in the next year or two having DEX aggregators making a majority of the volume. Yeah, that won't surprise me. And
it's also helping the DEX in general, no? Because they are competing with the centralized. But I see that also helps a lot for the DEX.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely, because a rule of thumb that I see is that liquidity brings volume, and volume brings liquidity. And it's like a hack for growing the liquidity, artificially growing the liquidity on DEXs by taking advantage of this fragmentation. So I guess this would encourage outside users who are used to trading centralized exchanges to come to the centralized exchanges. Everyone wins at the end, yeah.
Yes, and the things that I now are talking about is, first of all, cross-chain things that's Bitcoin. DeFi is growing a lot, and I think Bitcoin is outside of this kind of environment. So right now there are a lot of people talking about cross-chain swapping. What do you think are the next steps? What are you doing right now in that specific thing?
So there is this initiative of WBTC, which turns out to be a good MVP, if we could call it so. We saw some relatively okay liquidity on WBTC. But that proves that there is a demand on BTC, on the Ethereum blockchain, and people want to use Bitcoin. But I see new initiatives are being more concrete and also being more trustless and decentralized, like TBTC, for instance, that I see it having a better success. Also, what Ren is doing is also great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think the scenario of importing all the assets to Ethereum environment, or do you see building DeFi in other blockchains? What do you see right now, the trend?
It's a very interesting question. I think Ethereum had this network effects already by having everything being built, having like 99% of the DeFi built already on Ethereum. So Ethereum can be also perceived as a kind of an aggregator that will aggregate other chains and be the hub that we're always looking to build. We could use Ethereum to bring other assets into a single blockchain. We can be able to have this access and trade them and buy and sell them. Yeah, I think Ethereum can be this hub that we were looking for.
And the other thing, what are you right now working on Paraswap, and how companies from Plaza can use your platform? Because as I understand, you have an API, and not only users can use the platform. I assume that also applications can.
Yes. In our opinion, our goal is to be an infrastructure product. The UI is just a proof of concept that highlights and shows what's possible. Yeah, so we have an API, have an SDK, and we maximize on our backend so that we make it fast as possible. Actually, we did a benchmark. We are the fastest among all the competitors. We can respond in like 400 to 500 milliseconds, which is something I think critical for the user experience. dApps building within Paraswap would not have their users miss out on the prices, but as well as having just a smooth experience, something that they used to have in Binance and Coinbase and so on. So
okay.
That you can switch easily.
We invite you to come to Spain to have like a developer day or an integration day, because I think that out of probably companies in Spain that could be more efficient using your platform.
Well, I hope so, yeah. Me alegro. Yeah, I
Okay.
will try to make it in Spanish.
Okay.
Voy a intentar hacerlo en español. Hablo un poquito, voy a hacer un esfuerzo.
Muchas gracias. Mounir.
Gracias.